This is the second video in the series to be published in this channel. In this presentation, we will look at Ashvinas. Ashvina is a dvivachan or a dual. There are two Ashvinas, and most of Indian literature and world literature believes Ashvins to have horse heads. In this presentation, we try to explain the meaning of the term Ash and how it does not mean horse all the time. And according to our interpretation of some of the riks in Rigveda, Ashwin means people who come fast rather than horse. Horse goes fast, we know that, but Rigveda, when the term Ashwins is used, it does not mean horse-headed. And we will present some incorrect translations of some of the Rigvedic hymns, which give slightly different meaning and more clarity in terms of meanings of these terms. We look at Panini's Dhatu Rupa. The verb ash means vyapti, which means pervade, mean go around the whole world, uh, which is essentially used to mean fast in many cases. As an example, Shiva is called Ashugamana because when somebody prays to Shiva, he runs fast to them to give blessings. Ashu means fast. And we'll give two more examples after this slide to show the meaning of the word ash as used in Rigveda. This rig is sung by Kutsa Angirasa. Again, we won't go into the whole rig and analyze it. We will only focus on some words. If those who are interested, they can go through my translation of this rig. It is slightly different from what we see in other translations. We will look at the word arvantam, that is the term used for horses, fast horses. Because horse goes fast, they call it arvantam. And the term Ashvina obviously is used in this rig. If you read the rig, it talks about Ashvinas helping Krishanu, who is typically understood to be Agni, who is throwing missiles at somebody. We won't go into that in this presentation. In a sacrificial rite with swiftness. So if you see the term swiftness and there is a term called fast horse, it all means fast. The term fast is implied in everywhere here, that Ashwins are coming very fast. So Ashwins were called Ashwins because they came fast, not because they had horse heads. No rig in Rigveda talks about Ashwins having horse heads. There is one reference when we talk about Indra killing Vritra using Vajra. And there is a reference to a horse head, but Ashwins are not referred to that. And let us look at the name. I'm interested in this name of the poet Kutsa Angirasa. Kutsa as a verb means blame or blamable. And for me, it's very difficult to imagine anybody giving themselves the name blamable or blame. So I'm giving an alternate definition, which is derived from the verb kut. Kut means cleanliness or purity. And kutsa is a person who is pure. Anyway, this will, in future presentations, we will explore this concept a little more. Two more examples from Rigveda. This is the first of them. Here, Savya Angirasa is talking about Indra doing great things for people. And let us focus on the highlighted term, where there is a term called Vangruda. And typically, this name is translated as name of a demon whose Indra kills. But if you look at the term more carefully, You can see Vang or Vang also in Panini's Dhatu Rupa means bend or a curve. Uda means water. So the meandering waters, that is the meaning you can come up with when you expand this term. So what they are talking about is Indra has forced meandering rivers to come fast, to come straight, and when they come straight, they come fast. That is why Indra gets the epithet Rujashvana at the end. That is the last term in this rig. Rajasvina means, Ruj means coming straight, and Ashvina, Ashvina meaning swift or fast. So if you see, the term Ashvina is used for fast, not for horse in this case. Will be a future presentation where we examine the term Ashwa more carefully, and we'll give very different perspective on the term Ashwa, and that's a very big topic. We'll cover that later. We will look at this last rig sung by Savya Angirasa. It's the same singer as the previous rig, and this guy is very obsessed with Indra being Rajashvina. So this is the second rig that talks about Rajashvina. And we won't go into the details of the rig, but we will look at the idea behind this. Here, Savya is praying to Indra to come straight and fast and kill Dasyus for the protection of Aryas. That's the end of the presentation. Thank you. If you are more interested in more information, please go to the description of the channel and description of the videos, where the references to papers published in Academia.edu are given. You can explore more of these ideas there. Thank you very much.